Okay, everybody, I wanted to carry on a little bit more about the threats of this type of behavior of a narcissist. The only type of people that go onto platforms with no substance to comment nasty, like, for example, I showed you today, Alex Earl is actually this Julian Hayes style of personality. Although she's weak, and she'll try to run to Braxton, but Braxton will not be able to handle this Julian Hayes dude. He's that bad. And that was the purpose of why I ran into him and went and saw his show once and was attempted to be enslaved by that shit, although it really didn't work. I knew like the whole time that I was wasting my time, especially when I paid for dinner. Pusha T, I paid for dinner. Can you believe that? He said because he's black. And just to let Pusha T know, when we went to that Mexican restaurant, I didn't even know who you were. I was actually embarrassed that I was being seen with him. And that's why I stood back. One time, this is the relationship, and there's, I don't know what this nonsense is about this dude with all of you and whatever he told you. None of it's true. I once went and saw him perform with, I think, some girls from work. And I bought him a couple shots while he was playing. So I was fangirling it. That's it. And then afterward, he left. And left me there by myself. He said, bye. I said, bye. I said, well, there's my sign. But I'm assuming that is what he thought the game was. So I think like we were literally on the different wavelengths. And then he got really angry. And I said, just get the hell out of here. And then he moped through the house to get his charger. I said, bye. And that was it. And then he couldn't get over the fact that I didn't behave more like devastated. So he tried to consistently devastate me with my manipulation games, which were not mine. They were his insecurities. Because I'm solid in who I am. This is an example of what Monavan tried to do. Because guess what? She's got thousands of followers. So she uses the bots and she uses her followers to fuel emotion onto one individual, such as Gary Vee. And you as audience fuel it when you like that shit. You do the same thing to Matthew McConaughey when he posts a picture of his slut wife. He's trying to make a living and bring entertainment to you. And what? You only care about who he's hooking up with? They're married. That's not a professional relationship. Yeah, there's such thing as being married to someone and respecting other people by being professional. So everything we saw today with Matthew McConaughey and his sick, I don't know, I think she's Spaniard. She's a whole level of dark. You can see it all over her face, how disempowered she is. And so she's literally miserable inside, and then she's going to spew that all over us because she thinks she's more important than everybody else. Then we have the Armenian. And then we have Paris Hilton, and then we have Taylor Swift, and the list goes on, and they're all some level of psychosis, of mental illness, while you all call yourselves Swifties. The Swifties are the same as Taylor Swift. Taylor Boobs Magoo Smith. You, as a fan, should look at her and say, that doesn't even look like Taylor anymore. I'm not following that shit. I don't even know what the hell's going on with that. And I sure as hell don't know what's going on with you who think you're going to copy her personality. It's like weird as shit. You don't have any talent, so then you're going to copy someone and be an impersonator? That's not creative, by the way, to create yourself to be somebody else, an impersonator. What else do I need to tell you about? Oh, threats to your children. All unspoken. Although I've trained my children, they're pretty strong. So, the attitude of so is Palestine. Do as I tell you to. Never correct me. That's the millennial Gen Z influencer and youth generation. Never correct me. I know everything. And I want freedom. And I have rights. And that is literally Kim Kardashian. It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Because millions of people are suffering because of Palestinians. In America, in London, all across the globe. Because this is a mental psychosis of the wavelength of what these people have created. Because of people like Mona Vand. There is no saving them, by the way. You don't go up to Julian Hayes and say, I'm going to save you. I'm going to save you. No, you're not. I'm friendly. Let me tell you everything you want to hear, and let me act like I'm a philosopher. Let me take the words of Pharrell and create them as my own. Let me try to ruin Pharrell's career by taking Pharrell's words and use them as my own because I have no talent. And that's a true story, by the way. Pharrell, I just cannot really honestly remember what line that he's stolen. But it's a really big one, is all I can tell you. Let me name drop. Let me tell you all about my exotic living in life. This is literally all these people. Life is so this is Mona Vand and Valeria. It's a life of design and it's really amazing. And I work so hard and I do all these things and you don't do shit. You sleep in till 10 or noon. You deliver one piece of content maybe every other day. And all of it's you standing in fancy clothing. And your fiance is going to say, let's make you a moderator. Let's make you a speaker at VCon. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Y'all might want to take a step back. You might want to take a step back. Take a look at what we're actually dealing with here, you stupid fucks. You're not part of the solution. You're part of the problem, all of you. And I remind you that you're weak and getting weaker, and I'm getting stronger every day, Kim Kardashian. Meaning collectively, I've told you this many, many times, the more you try hard, the harder you fall. You are falling and failing miserably. You, however, are just doing it with a smile on your face. But that's not what people want. That's not what people want to see. They want authenticity, and all you show is fake, 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 fake. All of you are fucking boring and fucking fake.